Hello guys and welcome to my new video, a cowboy and a bird making an incredible and fast infinite loop deck. Before we check it out, don't forget to subscribe for more Lorcana videos, and now have fun, let's go. Let's get right into it. Let's have a quick look at the complete list. Amber Emerald, Toy, Birdie Loop, and yeah, we've seen similar lists like that before, but I decided to go heavy on toys and use the legendary Woody as our birdie loop toy. Let's call it that way. We also have Eleanor in the list, but let's go over all the card choices I made for my Amber Emerald toy bird loop deck in detail. If you want to copy the list, you will find a link to my Lorcana deck page in the video description below, where we always find the latest version of this list. So starting off with the 1-drops, and we have quite a few. We have Woody, 2 strength, 2 willpower. We all know him, and he's functioned very well as our shift target for the legendary Woody. We also have Alien in the mix, a 1-cost character, inkable, 1 strength, 1 willpower, quest 1. He's also a toy, and this character gets +1 strength for every toy character you have in play. And we have plenty of toys in this list. And another ability of this card, whenever this character gets banished in your turn, you can get another alien card from your discard back to your hand. So this card also loops himself, recycles himself, and if you have a couple of toys on your board, this card is so good in trading into bigger characters, like a boosted Scrooge McDuck. Your alien takes him and gets another alien card back from a discard. This is so strong. And if you don't want to go the toy line, you could use Aurora as your 1-drop character, 1 strength, 2 willpower, quest 1, and whenever she quests, you pay 1 in class for the next princess or queen character you play this turn. And we have a couple princess or queen characters in this deck as well, so nice payoff of Aurora's ability as well. And the last 1-drop character we have in this list, another toy, RC, 3 strength, 2 willpower, quest for 2, and this character can't challenge or quest unless you pay 1 ink. But later in the game, he just threatens game. He quests for 2, he has a good body, 3 strength, isn't that bad. And I like RC because you can spam the board with your 1-drop characters and threaten a lot of lore. Yeah, this is for the 1-drop characters, and the reason why this deck exists is this card, Kevin, 2-cost inkable character, 1 strength, 3 willpower, quest for 3, so a lot of lore. And yeah, every time this character quests, you put this card on top of your deck, which means with other cards, drawing you cards, like, I don't know, legendary Woody, we have Nani in the mix, we have Klotzkowski in the mix, and then other cards, drawing us cards, you can recycle the bird and protect him from being taken out. So a very, very optimal playline would be 1-cost Woody, play Kevin in turn 2, shift Woody in turn 3, then you quest with Kevin, then you quest with Woody, draw Kevin again, and play Kevin for free, which is awesome. So much lore gain, and it's a nice infinite loop because you can do it the next turn again, which is very, very nice. So the whole reason this deck exists is Kevin, and I really love it. And Kevin won me so many games. Later in the game, you just drop a couple of Kevins, you quest, you put him on top of the deck, you draw him again, you play him again, and you quest again. So very strong card, a little bit fragile maybe, but still a very good card. Of course, I had to run 4 copies of Grandmother Widow, 1 strength, 2 willpower, quest 1. She's ramping us, and if you not going the Kevin line, you go Aurora into Grandmother Willow, into like Pocahontas, dropping another 1-cost character. This is also a very, very strong line you could play and very necessary. Also, 3 copies of Mowgli, very necessary card. I might ramp him up to 4 copies because Mowgli is so strong. 2-cost inkable card, 1 strength, 2 willpower, quest 1, and when you play this character, your opponent reveals his hand and discards a non-character card of his choice. And the reason why I play Mowgli over Ursula is because he can hit action cards or location cards as well, which means cards like Red Alert, which is a nightmare for this deck, gets discarded, or like Scrooge's Counting House. gets discarded with Mowgli. So Mowgli is there to rip essential cards from your opponent's hand, and like I said, I might ramp him up to 4 copies because Mowgli is so essential in the current meta, getting rid of action cards from your opponent's hand. Also, new card from set 13, Mike Kloskowski, 2-cost uninkable card, 0 strength, 4 willpower, so very good willpower here, and quest for 1, and this card is so strong. He creates so much value. When you play this character and every time you quest, all players, also your opponent, reveal the top card of the deck. If it's a character card, you can put it into your hand. So when you play it, you already reveal the top card of your deck, and since we're playing only characters in this deck, it's 100% hit rate with Mike Kloskowski. And the next turn, he usually quests once, so you draw another card. So he is producing you value, card draw, and more. And he can also like take a couple hits because 4 willpower isn't that easy to overcome. And I really love Mike Kloskowski because he also has the chance to hit an action card or some essential song card from your opponent, and he puts it under the deck if it's not a character card. And we have a couple more 2-drop characters here. We have Rex in the build, another toy character, a bodyguard, 3 strength, 1 willpower, quest to 1, and when he gets banished in an opposing turn, you get 1 lore. So you play Rex either as a bodyguard or not, but you definitely gain the lore when he gets banished. This is very strong and it can help you push you over the finish line. And the last 2-cost character, we have 4 copies of Pocahontas, the new card from set 13, 2-drop inkable, 2 strength, 3 willpower, quests for 1, and when you play this character, you can play a character with 1 cost for free. So like I said, you could go Aurora into Grandmother Willow, into questing Aurora, playing Pocahontas for 1 ink, and dropping another 1-cost character. This means 4 characters on your turn 2. If you're on the play, this is so strong. And in the next turn, you could, like, if you dropped a Woody with a Pocahontas for free, you can shift Woody, quest, draw, play another character for free. Or it's just insane what tempo gain this card creates and what value this card can create for you and your board. So get those 2-cost characters out of the way. And yeah, we have more to talk about. Nani. She's new in the mix. After like 50 or 60 games with this deck, I had Jessie in this spot before, but even though I run a couple of toys, I think it's 20 toys in total, Jessie didn't produce much value. She missed a couple times with drawing, and she has the same body as Nani. And since we have over 30 cards, almost 40 cards in this deck with 1-cost or 2-cost, Nani is a certain hit. So you play Nani as your 3-cost character, you look at the top 4 cards, you draw 1 card, put 1-cost or 2-cost card into your hand, and then next turn you can create even more tempo, play more cards, flood your board. And I like the body of Nani as well. 3 strength, 3 willpower is very good actually. You trade into something, you can take a few hits. It's okay. It's okay. Let's get to the 4-cost characters. We have Elinor, 4 copies of the Queen Elinor in the mix. 4-cost uninkable card, 3 strength, 4 willpower, quest for 1, and at the end of your turn, if you have 3 exerted characters on board, you can deal 1 damage to 1 chosen character. You can get 1 lore, and you can draw a card. So if you decide to not go the Kevin line, not the toy line, you can go the Aurora into Elinor line in turn 3, exert all your cards, and profit from Elinor's ability. Also, if you have multiple Elinor characters on board, it's so strong because Elinor, it sums up every Elinor is triggering, even if she is not exerted herself. So I really like Elinor in this build as well. So you have multiple ways to play out this deck to decide after your mulligan which direction you want to go, and depending on your matchup as well. Also, in the 4-drop slot, we have Dale in the mix, 3 copies of him, 4-cost inkable character, 0 strength, 4 willpower, quest for 2, and your characters deal damage with their willpower in challenges. So we have only a couple cards not profiting from Dale's ability, but like Mike Kloskowski, the legendary Woody, and even Kevin can hit harder with Chap on board. And also Chap, you just leave him upright. You just leave him upright. You never quest. You don't want him to be taken out. You want to profit from his abilities. You could go like Woody into Kevin, into Shift Woody, into Chap, and then your Woody would hit for 5 damage in a challenge. This is very, very strong. And yeah, speaking of the devil, legendary Woody. 5 cost uninkable card, 1 strength, 5 willpower, quest for 2, shift 3, so you can use 3 ink to shift it onto 1 cost Woody. And he has 2 abilities. Every time you quest with it card with Woody, you draw a card and then you can play a 2 cost character for free, which is awesome. Like I said, you can loop Kevin infinity. You can for like the whole game, quest for 2 with Woody, play Kevin again, quest with Kevin the next turn, quest with Woody. It's insane. And what he also does is he gives +1 willpower to all your other toy characters, which is also very strong. If you consider like Eleanor in the deck, making your toy characters sturdier can make the difference. The last 2 cards in this build, 3 copies of the new legendary Pocahontas. Also, a newly discovered card. Sorry. 5 cost inkable, 3 strength, 6 willpower, quest for 2. You can shift it with 3 ink onto your smaller Pocahontas character. And when you play this character with shift and no character has challenged this turn, the characters can't challenge until the start of your next turn. So you can freely quest, protect your board from being challenged, and this is so strong. Not only in turn 3, but also later in the game, if you already build up a wider board, this card can make the difference, giving you like a free quest for 1 turn if your opponent doesn't have the ability to like sing songs or deal damage or like play actions. This card really like brings you over the finish line. And the last card I want to show you today, and the top end card of this deck, is the new team up card, Woody and Buzz Lightyear. Amber Emerald, 7 cost inkable character, 4 strength, 4 willpower. He quests for 3. You can also shift him with 5 ink onto a Woody or Buzz Lightyear card. Unfortunately, we don't run any Buzz Lightyear cards in this build. But when you play this character, if your opponent has more cards in hand than you draw cards until you have the same number of cards in hand, which is like similar to Clarabelle ability, but it usually draws you like 1 to 3 cards, maybe even more if you're playing against a strong draw deck, like Boosty Boys or stuff like that. You draw a bunch of cards with card. He quests for 3, and every time he quests, you can play a character with cost 2 or less for free. Also, here again, you can loop Kevin, but you can also loop the new Pocahontas and then play a 1 cost character for free again. So infinite possibilities with this deck. You can go multiple ways, multiple lines possible with this deck. You either decide to go the Kevin line, the toy line, or the Princess Eleanor line, which are both very strong. 60 characters, 60 cards, no songs, no actions, just pure character power and questing power. If you like this deck, if you like this video, just leave a like and check out the list in the video description below. If you're new to the channel, this was my first deck profile video for set 13, Attack of the Vine. If you're new, hit subscribe, join the channel, and yeah, thanks for watching. See you next time. Flokki.